بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبع الهدى ما بعد. السائل يقول A person asked the question هل يلزم في ركوب الدابة أنه كلما ركب الدابة يدعو بدعاء الركوب. Someone asked the noble scholar حفظه الله Sheikh Salih al-Fawzan, he asked him the question, Afwan, Sheikh al-Uthaymeen, Sheikh Muhammad ibn Salih al-Uthaymeen, is it required during riding an animal or riding any type of mode of transportation, whenever the person rides that animal, that he makes the dua for riding? And then the Sheikh, he says, the answer, he says, Naam. He says, ظاهر القرآن أن الإنسان كلما ركب على البعير أو السيارة أو السفينة أو القطار أن يقول سبحان الذي سخر لنا هذا وما كنا له مقرنين وإنا إلى ربنا لمنقلبون. The Sheikh, he says, the Sheikh al-Uthaymeen, that is, rahimahullah, that outwardly, from what we know from the Quran, is that the person, whenever he rides on a camel, or he rides on a car, or he's traveling on a boat, or he's on a train, that he should say, Subhana alladhi sakhkhara lana hadha wa ma kunna lahu muqrinin wa inna ila rabbina lamunqalibun, the dua that we know that is from Surah Zukhruf, from the Quran. Then someone asked the question, هل يقاس, and this was the part we wanted to mention, هل يقاس باللفت, يعني المصعد, is this also going to be analogous, or is this going to have the same hukum as the elevator? In the UK they call it lift, and we call it elevator. Is it going to be the same? And I add to that, is it going to be the same for the escalator? Like in the stores, the moving stairs. The Sheikh says, لا. And he says again, لا. He says, ما أظن المصعد الكهربائي هذا. لا أظنه من هذا النوع. He says, no. He says, I don't think that this electric mis'ad, this elevator, that this is the same, meaning this is this. He said, I think that this is from something else, meaning it's only used for those things like the boat and the train and the plane and the car and things like this. And then Sheikh Salih al-Fawzan says, فضيلة الشيخ وفقكم الله يقول دعاء الركوب الدابة هل يشرع عندما يركب الإنسان في المصعد الكهربائي? So they asked Sheikh Salih al-Fawzan a similar question, that the supplication for riding the daba, riding the thing that is transporting you, the horse, the camel, whatever you're riding, the car, the train. He says, is it legislated for the person when he does that to say that when he's on the elevator? And the Sheikh says, la. No. He says, as-safar, meaning traveling or trip, هذا يسمى دعاء السفر. He said, it's called the supplication for traveling. It's called the supplication for traveling. He says, إذا كان تسافر على هذا المصعد فما يخالف. نعم. He says, so no, this when you're traveling, this is something other than that. When you're on an elevator, you're going up, you're going down, you're going up, going down. It's not the same. And this is something that I remember I had this in my mind years ago when I got on the elevator. I used to say this dua, Subhana alladhi sakhkhara lana hadha, and then it came to me without knowing the opinions of the ulama that maybe this is not the right place to do this, that rather that which is intended from the ayah from the Quran is those things that are on the ground that are moving, or things in the air that are moving, and things on the boat that are moving like that. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. هذا وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد.